everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jacqueline, and in today's video I will be sharing with you my October beauty favorites. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider to subscribe to my channel and ring the post notification bell so you get to know whenever I upload new videos. Also, come and check my Instagram. And now, if you want to know what I have been loving for the month of October, then just keep on watching. Okay friends, so let's start with what I have been loving. So as far as complexion products, I have been trying to step a little bit away from foundations just to give a little bit of a break. If I'm not wearing makeup, I like to use my Elta Md Uv Elements. This is basically a broad spectrum facial sunscreen, and it's the tinted version, and this has SPF 44. And this is just very soothing to my skin. I do have a dry skin and it's just very comfortable to wear. It's not mattifying or anything like that. That small tint that it has, it goes well on my skin tone. It doesn't, leave a cast or, to show like this is not your perfect match. Obviously, it only comes in one tinted version, so I'm sure it will be okay for certain people, but for others not. But usually Elta Md is really good. So if I want to be like not super put together, but at least like I have a morning that I need to run errands and I don't like to look like then I use this friend right here. Has been wonderful. Then during the Ulta, it was a sale in Ulta. Yeah, it was like 21 days of beauty sale. I decided to pick up this IT Cosmetics Bye foundation. It's a full coverage moisturizer, and these have SPF 50. So it's kind of like a booster for your sunscreen, and I have been loving it. I'm wearing it right now. It looks really nice. It's not matte. The shade that I'm using here, it is shade medium, and it just matches really well my skin tone. Super easy again to apply, and I know that if I'm using this or another sunscreen and then I top it off with this, I have like a double whammy right there. So I'm trying to prevent more fine lines and wrinkles. So it has been like really great, and it is a moisturizing type of product, so it doesn't leave your skin like like creamy. No, it doesn't. I mean, it sets, but your skin feels really comfortable, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines or into my pores. So it's a win-win situation. I have been loving it. And now another rediscovery for me. You know that I have been trying so many foundations, but I do have a lot more in my drawer that I'm not giving enough love. So this foundation right here, I use it like for dinner time, evening type of I do have a restaurant. I think I mentioned it a million times now, but I have to go and check on my people, and then when I go in the evenings, I like to be a little bit more put together. So I rediscovered my Natasha the Nona Foundation X full coverage foundation. I know this is a full coverage foundation. It has fruit complex. It is really I mean, again, I don't use a full pump of any foundation, so I'm very like minimal with the amount of foundation that I use, but I really love how this foundation sets on my skin. The shade that I use that is a perfect match for my skin is 40N light medium, and it just looks so perfect, so natural. Now it doesn't have super long lasting power right there. It doesn't. If you get maybe like 5-6 hours of wear time of this foundation, that's at the most, because after that I find out that it starts going down and it just starts to like emphasizing a little bit my fine lines on my forehead, and I don't like that. So I make sure that if it's a quick kind of like, okay, I need to go for 3-4 hours to a certain place, but I need to look a little bit more put together, I tend to use this one right here. It's a good one. I mean, there's other foundations definitely that will do the trick, but like I said, I have been loving it because I need to give some love to the products also that I already have here, that I have already purchased, and they are already in my repertoire of makeup, because otherwise they will go to waste, and I really do not wanna like do more waste right here. And actually I was thinking maybe to do a video about the waste that we're making, if this is too much, because believe me, I'm planning to do also a video where I do a little bit of decluttering or organization and kind of like show you how I'm gonna organize my space where I'm filming. It is quite a bit, so I can only imagine for those who receive PR how crazy it is. And then keeping it on the makeup, I have been loving this Hourglass Ghost blush quad right here. It is beautiful. I love all the shades. This shade right here, I use it as a highlighter. Right now I'm using a little bit of this shade right here and a dash of this shade right here on my cheeks. It is beautiful. I mean, I love Hourglass type of blushes, I mean bronzers, everything. They do have a subtle radiance, but it's just so beautiful, and I've been loving this quad right here, so giving it a lot of love. Another palette from Hourglass that I have been using it is this right here. I am in love with this Ghost palette too. I have been using a little bit more of the bronzer because you know, with my tan, my natural tan has faded already, went into the winter months. This shade right here, it is pretty light, so the way that I what I will suggest is maybe this is best for fair, light skin tones, light to medium like mine. Yeah, that's this shade is light, but it's not the lightest, so it's kind of like in between. So I think this is a better shade than the one that they came out last year. Not the Unlock one. The Unlock one is gorgeous, and it's actually right now available at Bloom Mercury. So if you go there, they also offer a 10% discount if it's your first time shopping in there. Just use the code WELCOME. But they have it there. Or I mean, if you're planning to shop at Sephora, depending on your tier, they I don't know if they will have the Unlock one yet or not by that time, but if not, Blue Mercury. Anyhow, this right here is kind of like 2 tones lighter than the one from the Unlock palette from last year, and the Unlock palette of this year are the same shades, just with this Ghost palette. But anyhow, I don't want to make you more confused right here, but I have been loving this one, and then I have been loving this blush right here. These powders right here, I use them from time to time when, you know, I'm grabbing this palette, and if it's in the right moment, then I apply a little bit of this powder and this powder right here. These I use it like on this area, and then this powder right here I use it kind of like under my eyes. And another palette that I have been so happily impressed with, and I don't know why it took me so long to pick it up, but I think the packaging just it just killed me, right? It's the Film Star Bronze and Glow palette from Tilbury. Oh, this is a beautiful palette, and this one is a limited edition for the holidays. It has all crushed Swarovski crystals, so very fancy. And this sculpt shade right here, I swear I was not gonna like it. I absolutely adore it, love it. The highlighter shade is gorgeous too. It's very subtle though, it's nothing like, you know, boom in your face. But this sculpting powder, it's right on point. It's not leaning to grayish tone, it's not warm, obviously it's right there, very neutral, right in the middle. So I've been loving. I'm so happy that I discovered, I mean, like, I knew all the palette, but always, because I wasn't able to see it in person, I always thought, you know, that is sculpt shade, it's not gonna do any good on my light to medium skin tone. Oh boy, I was wrong. Okay, let's see. Another thing that I had been loving, let's see, I will give you another Charlotte Tilbury palette. This is kind of like my fast, easy look palette. So if I'm like super, like, not necessarily running late, but I just need to get things going and I don't have time to, you know, play around with makeup, this palette right here is the Instant Look in a palette. This is from this year, right on point. This bronzer right here, it looks light. It is perfectly fine. I was like, that bronzer is not gonna do any good. Wrong, completely wrong. This is a great bronzer. These eyeshadows, they are not the same quality, I shouldn't say quality, the same formula as the luxury palette, the mini ones, but these are great. Blendability, easy of use, then you have your blush and then your highlighter. I mean, this is instant look. I mean, like, you just can take it for a little trip, or like I said, if you have like very minimal time in the day and you just want to boom, get it done, perfect. I have been enjoying it a lot. I do love kind of like berry tones, and these give me a little bit of that berry tone with this shade right here, the I-9 So this is a really good palette. And going into eyeshadows, I do have a few right here. The first one that I want to mention, it is this Anastasia Beverly Hills and Carli Bybel palette. I have been enjoying it so much. This is a beautiful palette, so beautiful, so pretty. There's a lot of like cool tones, pastel tones. You have a little bit of red. You can get a little bit more playful with these two kind of glittery shades right here. Very, very pretty. I love the shade Mandala. The shade Bible, it is the shade, I mean, like, kind of like my shirt. This color is a color that I love. It suits my skin really well, so I have been using this. And talking about this palette, I have been adoring my Pat McGrath Ritualistic Rose Quad. This quad right here is just amazing. I have been using it many times, mostly nighttime, but the way that I have been using it is I actually use my Carli Bybel palette. I use this shade right here, Bybel. First I go in the crease with a little bit of chai, then I use Bybel right here, and then I go ahead and use a little bit on the outer corners of this shade right here of my Pat McGrath, and then I top it up with this. It's so gorgeous. Now let me tell you something though, from all the quads, this quad right here has the most fallout. So I find out that if I don't use a glitter glue when using specifically this shade right here, I see fallout. So I just, you know, be aware of that. If you want to keep the glitters away, I mean, it's a very fine glitter, but if you want to keep the glitters away, I will say just a little bit of glitter adhesive, and it will help a lot to maintain the glitter in place. But yeah, out of all of the quads, this is the one that has been receiving the most love out of it, and I'm just enjoying it so much. And staying with the eyeshadow palettes, another eyeshadow palette that I find super easy to use, so beautiful, kind of like your daily type of use, is Golden Mink. And now this is not a new quad, but this is like the special limited edition kind of packaging for the holidays. I was able to get it at Sephora, but now it's not any more available at Sephora. I don't know, sometimes Sephora comes with you know, some stuff. If you're lucky, you find them. If you get them, great. If you don't, you can pass just 2 days or less than a week and they are completely gone, and it doesn't even say sold out. They just remove it out of the website. Kind of weird. I don't know why they do that. But anyhow, this is Golden Mink. And these colors, I mean, they are simple, but they are your neutral kind of look every day. I mean, this is a beautiful shade right here. Doesn't have a lot of pigmentation, but you can deepen it out a little bit with that. But I think that the thing that makes this palette so beautiful and just give me such a nice, beautiful, like dreamy kind of glow are these two shades right here. They're kind of like topper shades. They are beautiful. So I've been enjoying this palette right here, and as well as, I mean, I love all of my new Soleil Neige quads from Tom Ford, but the one that I'm giving a little bit more love because I just love the color story. I think it's different, and when I want to be a little bit like more, you know, just do something different, I'm gravitating to Soleil Illume. Is this one right here. It has this minty shade. Now, I do not necessarily use the minty shade all the time that I'm using these quads. Sometimes I'm just using pretty much just these and then maybe deepen it out a little bit with that, and sometimes it's just like all over the lid, and then sometimes I use just these two right here just to, you know, make it a little bit more impressive, but I don't use it all over the lid. I just kind of like do a little line very close to the eyelid, and these just all over, very subtle, and then with this I just kind of like deepen it out. It's just so different, so unique. So when I don't want to use something so predictable, I go with this palette. So this has been getting a lot of love from me, a lot of it. Another palette that I haven't been really able to put it down. I think I just put it down today because I was doing the review of Tati Beauty's Textured Neutrals palette, and that's why you see all this glitter everywhere. Well, it's not everywhere, it's just here on my eyelids, but I'm saying everywhere because I feel like I still have it on my hands even that I wash it I don't know how many times. because of all the swatches and whatnot. But I'm talking about Dior Happy 2020 in the shade, this is Celebrate in Gold. This is a beautiful black. I have been loving this shade right here. It's not the typical shade that I gravitate towards, but I love it. I love this shade right here, and I love this shade right here. This is a fun gold color, but it's very sophisticated. So I think this is a quad that is a winner for me. I really like it. I know it's like your typical theme, but it's what I like. I don't usually wear a lot of colors in kind of like, you know, daily basis, so I find that this color right here is just so beautiful. I review the line, but this is just, it has been a winner to my heart. And let's see, next thing, oh, I have a couple of highlighters. So I have this highlighter right here that I have been using it whenever I'm doing kind of like a warm tone kind of eyeshadow. It is the Magic Star highlighter. Oh, this highlighter is so beautiful. It looks dark on the pan, and it looks dark even on swatches, and it has this beautiful you know, like kind of starburst type of, I don't know, like press on embossing type of thing. But anyhow, this is a gelée formula. It doesn't pull too gold. Now, this I will not say that is for fairer skin tones. If you have light, leaning into medium, and then light to medium tan skin tones, this is such a beautiful highlighter. I see myself using it even more often during summer months when I get a tan, or if you know, still pull off your fake tan during winter months. This is really a beautiful highlighter. Like I said, when I'm doing a little bit more of like a warmer type of look, I'm grabbing into this one. It's just so beautiful. And whenever I'm not doing warmer looks, the highlighter that I'm using is so beautiful. It is by Chanel, and this is the holiday highlighter. This is called Eclat Magnétique de Chanel and Metal Peach. Oh, let me just open it for you. This highlighter is just so delightful. It is a beautiful champagne peach tone that it doesn't give you like a dark, you know, like a strike. It's just very, you see, like it's very nice and subtle. It doesn't emphasize texture. It's just so lovely. It is lovely. If you like kind of like champagne with a chief of peach highlighter, this is a beautiful take on it. And like I said, it is the texture, it is just regular powder. It's not like a gelée type of formula. It's not like that, but it just glides so easy. It buffs so easily that it's just very beautiful, very lax, and it just is very sophisticated. It's not the highlighter that is bomb on your face, not at all. This is just great purchase right here from Chanel. A blush that I will tell you that it will sell out if you're eyeing it, and if your Sephora has it. This blush is just gorgeous. It is the Patrick Ta blush in She's Passionate. Oh, this shade right here, it looks darker on the pan, but it just have the right pigmentation. It has a very subtle radiance. It's not as radiant as an Hourglass, and be reminded that Hourglass is not super radiant, but it's a couple tones down from the radiance from Hourglass, but it's not matte, it's not flat, it's just so beautiful. I'm holding myself to buy I actually have two shades, and I'm buying the other two. I know, excessive, right? But I'm waiting for the sale. I mean, it's October 31st. I'm just hours away from it, and believe me, the other two shades are in my cart because I can just not wait to get them all. It's beautiful. It lasts a long time, so it's also like it has a good amount of time that it doesn't, you know, like goes away throughout the day, so you don't need to kind of like touch up. And the colors that he created, they are all within those blushy, I mean blush type of tones, but not too pinky, not too peach, just like a very nice pinky blush and neutral colors. So beautiful. He has 4 of them. Wonderful. I'm like, Tommy, okay. I was like, where it went? Okay, so my beloved Tone 4 glow sticks. I got 2. That's 02 Soleil Neige and 03 Megège. I'm so happy I got this right here. They are just wonderful, beautiful, super easy to blend. I just use one of my Sonia G brushes or my referral brush. I do have a referral brush that I love too, and they're just so gorgeous. Two different shades. Let me just swatch them side by side because I think I did my review on this collection and then I bought that 03 and then I did kind of like a haul of Tom Ford items with a try on separately. So here it is the 02. This is Soleil Neige. So that's the blush, and then this is the blush from McGRATH. So there you go. Those are the two shades. And then going again with Soleil Neige. This is the highlighter. You're gonna be maybe able to see it. It's a true champagne color. And then this highlighter right here from 03, it is kind of like a pink highlighter, like it has a pink undertone, but it's not as dark as it shows on the stick. They're just beautiful. I mean, this is maybe one of the best purchases from the collection. I mean, the collection is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but these sticks, if you like cream products to be a little bit more natural, you don't use a lot of makeup and you just want a little like touch up of something, these are great, wonderful products right here. I'm so happy not letting them go anywhere. Oh my gosh, I got all dirty now. That is okay. Oh, I forgot to talk about this little palette right here. I have been enjoying a lot of my Nude Light by Huda Beauty. Now this one right here, it's still broken, but I'm still using it. I love this shade right here. This is so me. I love pink tones. I love mauvey tones. I can repeat it the same thing over and over a million times. So this is a palette that is just so delightful to use. And I know I already have my new nudes, but this has a little different. I mean, it's the looks that you will come out with, it's just a little bit different from what you will come out with the new nudes, and I like that difference. So this is a great palette too. And now going into some lip products, the Pat McGrath Femme Bod lipstick. It's a beautiful shade. I'm using it right now. It's just so beautiful. Again, here you go. Mauvey tone, right? Don't get bored about it. I mean, I love the formula. I absolutely love it. And this is the matte trans, but it's not super drying. And then over top, I do have a little bit of a lip gloss also from Pat McGrath, but it's just so beautiful. I have been enjoying this shade in particular. And then I do have another beloved lipstick, and it's the new Chanel. This is again from the holiday collection, and this is in 807 Rouge Allure. This is the shade Rouge Delicieux. And I mean, not only the sophistication, again, the shade is so me. I just love it. I do have very like my lips have a lot of pigmentation just by themselves, so these shades right here, believe it or not, are more like my lips but better. They, like, for example, I think I mentioned it on another video, but the Charlotte Tilbury, the one that is very popular, just blink on Pillow Talk, I do have it, but believe it or not, it doesn't show on my lips. It's just a little too light for my lip natural pigment. Anyhow, this is a beautiful lipstick. I have been enjoying it so much. It's beautiful, it's creamy, so it's gonna transfer. You will have to reply it, but what a beautiful lipstick. I'm planning to get, I need to remind myself, oh Lord, I'm planning to get a couple more of these because this is just beautiful. And then the packaging obviously is something that you want to reapply no matter what, right? Okay, so that's that. And then a liquid lipstick that it's gorgeous. It is a Patrick Ta New Lip Creme. So this is basically, it's not a lip gloss, it's not a matte liquid lipstick, it's a liquid lipstick in a cream version, in a creamy version. And this shade in particular is a beautiful shade. It's called She Is Secure. I have the other ones, but this shade right here, I don't know, I find it that it's very, it has a pink undertone to it. It is a nude shade, but it complements again my skin tone super well. It lasts really well, it glides on, it doesn't crack on your lips. It just looks very pretty. And then a subscriber commented, I said it has a minty scent, and I'm not too crazy about minty scents, but it fades away. And I'm like, I could not put together what candy smells like. It smells like one candy, and I'm like, yeah, Yorks. The peppermint things. Yeah, it smells like that. That's exactly the smell that it has. And not that I don't like those candies, I really don't eat them, but is that scent right there. Okay, and then a couple lip glosses that I have been loving because they are very soothing to the lips. They actually have oils that actually nourish your lips and hydrate them. One is the Tom Ford Gloss Luxe, and I've been loving the shade Aura. It's a beautiful shade, just to go a little bit over top any kind of, you know, like even if you have like a matte lipstick that you just want to, you know, just give it a little bit of a oomph and create a little bit of a pout on your lips. This is a beautiful shade. And then the one that I just put it straight on my lips, and it just keeps my lips so, it just gives a sensation of like hydration and comfort. I feel that my lips are getting just, you know, like nourished just by having this lip gloss. And I think I may have talked about this lip gloss before, I don't remember, but I love it. I mean, like, this is easy on the go. It lives on my purse. It is by Persona Cosmetics Peach Gloss. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then it has really good base, so it does, like I said, you can just put it on. It's a nude, peachy nude shade right there, but you see it has a nice base to it. So, and then it has a very kind of, it's a vanilla scent, but it's not too strong. And I just find it like when I put it on, I feel like I'm putting on like kind of like a chapstick or type of a lip mask, because it's just so nourishing. I'm adoring it. And in fact, I mentioned on my recommendation videos for this Sephora holidays event, I said, okay, I do have these lip glosses that I love, but there's one that they don't sell it at Sephora. Well, I'm talking about it right now. Right here is this one, the Persona one. Don't miss it if you can. I think they come also in sets of 2. It's a little bit more convenient at the price point, but this is a great one. Great formulation. A couple more items that I have been enjoying so much are skincare, and one of them is the Tatcha, the Silk Peony, and the other one is the Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Sleeping Mask. This is my dynamic duo. I use this one in the morning or under my makeup. It has a very subtle radiance to it that you can actually see and perceive, so it actually brightens up your eyes. It's very soothing, it's comforting, it doesn't create like a greasy mess. And then this one here is kind of my treatment for nighttime, because it does have that retinol property, so it's kind of like a mask that you put it at night, and you're not supposed to layer anything on top of it. But I mean, I will say it again, there's really nothing that will do magic unless you go into, you know, surgery for the fine lines, but at least this helps me to plump up those lines, because as it's getting a little bit colder, the weather, my fine lines under my under eyes, they become more prominent. That is just something that my skin goes through, because I do have, for the most part, dry skin. And I find out that with this, at least in the mornings, I don't wake up with, you know, seeing this dryness and seeing my fine lines so, you know, so there. So this has been my under eye dynamic duo right here, day and night. BK Beauty 104 brush. This brush right here is just lovely for your blush. I have been using it for blush application. So good, super soft, super soft. And then for blush too, another one that I have been just adoring is my referral brush 04. Such a good one. And if you have done the pre-order through Kickstarter, I don't know exactly the day when they are coming, but I know they're coming for the holidays. We're stepping right now in November. When you see this video, it's going to be November, so I'm sure we will be receiving an update when we're going to be getting it. But I'm super excited because this is such a great brush. And going into refer, the 05, This is perfect for contour, bronzer application. This is kind of like a mini version of a Tone 4 bronzer brush. So let me just show it to you here. I have my Tone 4. This is natural hair. They don't sell it anymore. I mean, they sell the one that it has, I think it's synthetic. It's just different. But anyhow, do you see like the shape of it? I mean, it's the same shape, but in a mini version. So this one right here is more for like full-on bronzer. This one right here, you can do a little bit more contour, and then you can still bronze up the areas. Beautiful brush right here. And then last but not least, my Sonia G Classic Cheek Brush, another great brush for application of blush, but I use it mostly with my Tone 4 glow sticks. So for any like actual liquid type of blushes or cream type of blushes, this is a great brush. I mean, it has more purposes than that, but this is the one that I use it for the application of the brushes. And I'm sorry, some of the brushes are dirty because I just used them today. So some of them are clean, some of them are dirty. And I think, oh, there's one last item, and this is something that it was very unexpected for me. So I was going out of town, but not too far away, and it was just really hot that day. Right now it's actually getting a lot colder in the area, but this was last week. There was kind of like a heat wave here in where I live, and I was just going about an hour and a half away from here, and I was just like so sweaty, and I felt like my hair didn't look its best. So I didn't have anything on the go, and I stopped into a Target store, and I grabbed this Batiste Coconut and Exotic Tropical Dry Shampoo. What I have been missing? I have been missing that big time. This costs, okay, this is the thing, because I bought it on Target. When I went to get it, it said that it was $7.98, something like that. Well, I do have my Target kind of like, has to call it car wheel, something like that, and you scan the product. Online, it was $4.99. So when I went to do my checkout, I said, can you price match what you have online? And they said yes. $4.99. I have been missing a big time. I love my IGK dry shampoo, but this is such a good one and at a very reasonable price, whether at $4.99 or $7, even if it's $10, it's a great price. I do love also my Oribe dry shampoo. I mean, it's a good one, not as good as the IGK, it's more subtle, but this is great, and it has actually a very pleasant scent. Again, the scent that I got is Coconut Exotic, so I have been loving these. Okay, my friends, and I think this is it for this video. I have completed my favorites for the month of October. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you did so, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up to this video. Also share it with somebody else that may like these type of videos. I would love to read your comments, so please leave your comments down below. It is super important for me. What have you been loving in the month of October? I think next month I will include some lifestyle kind of products, because I think that's something that I would love for to share with you. Let me know if you're interested in something like that, and just let me know what have you been loving for this month of October, whether it's makeup or skincare or just lifestyle type of things, movies or whatever it is. I will love to know what have you been loving. And if you haven't done so yet, I'm waiting right here. I'm seated just waiting for you to please look under this screen. In red it says subscribe. Tap in there. It's completely free, super easy. I will bring you great content. I think you have seen it. I try to be very constant right here and get you the new releases. I also do hauls. I mean, you will have a lot of great content right here. So I hope that you will give me the opportunity to subscribe to my channel, and if you have already subscribed, then do not forget to ring the post notification bell, because that's the only way that YouTube will let you know whenever I upload new videos. And believe me, you don't want to miss any of my content. Holiday is coming, so there's so much more coming in. If you have the chance, please come and check my Instagram. I would love to grow my family there too. And once again, thank you so much for watching. I wish you the very best, blessings, and to a successful November month. Bye bye.